Okay, this is the pull-down attic access ladder in the master bedroom closet, and the ladder, while it is fire blocked and it is properly secured, the ladder itself is not insulated. This is the front of the home. That's facing north. That's the back of the home facing south. This is the neighbor's wall, the common area wall, and this is kind of an unusual situation what we have here. I don't know if you can see all this. And probably get it with still images. This camera's not doing real good in low light situations sometimes. Can you adjust for us, baby? Come on. But all this ceiling, the first two rafters next to the home, okay, have been painted white. 3 actually. Usually there's some wall board here, that right there, gypsum board, and that's fire blocking between the 2 units. And all this white paint, I'm assuming that it might be some kind of provision for fire blocking. I don't know what kind of magic paint it could have been. We also have a sprinkler system right there, so the rules might be different with the fire repression sprinkler system. And so this might have been acceptable, except that if that was acceptable, it's all falling off down here. It's all down in here. So what's happening with that? We need an explanation if that's an acceptable fire blocking between this unit and the neighbors. And if it is it okay for it to fall off because it's doing that? This is a gas line coming into the house. Electric cables should not be wrapped over your vent. Your vent, that's your fireplace vent right there, your fireplace flue. It's got a box around it, but that fresh air vent for the fireplace flue, it should not have electric cables wrapped over it. We have about 9 inches, is that what I'm reading? No, 7 inches of loose fill cellulose. That's actually, doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually good. This is the clothes dryer vent right here, going through the ceiling. And I'll get over there in a little bit to look, to make sure the fire blocking is okay on that. And your chimney flue shouldn't be using the same flue as the air supply duct. So we need to look at that. I want to make sure I'm not jumping to any hasty conclusions here. So this vent, you're supposed to have a 22-inch unobstructed platform going from here to here. And of course we don't have that. And you got to step over electric cables, and you got to step over this, what I'm assuming is the chimney fresh air vent. And then we're stepping over gas piping. And the gas piping should not be exposed on the work surface like that. So we've got all those things going on. This indoor air handler, it appears to be original. It's a 20 by 25 by 1 air filter. That looks gray, but it's gray in color. It actually, the filter looks clean to me. You want to replace the filter when you move in. On your gas piping going to your furnace, there should be a sediment trap to keep just like on the water heater, to keep any impurities in the gas line from going into the furnace. This cover, it's a booger bear to get on and on. Well, it's really not secured very well. It has a flange over here that Lord knows where that goes to, and then it screws on right here, and then all your mechanicals inside get in the way. So obviously these people have been having a problem with it before, and I shared their frustration. Over here we got a little bit of rust in the evaporator coil safety pan, and then your primary evaporator drain line, it's not insulated, and it has a shallow trap. Most manufacturers don't appreciate a shallow trap. And then serial number 07 on this one. I took an image of the serial number of that one. I don't remember it, but all this equipment seems to be original. And so, this equipment lasts about 14 years, by the way. It's engineered on paper. All this equipment, including the condensing unit I saw, it's engineered on paper to last 20 years. It might last 35 years. It might die tomorrow. The average, what Las Vegas will give you on this type of equipment is about 14 years. After about 14 years, it's done just about everything anybody expected it would do, and at that point, it becomes a, it's just a gift. Your air duct should not be sagging. Should not be sagging. And then that air vent over there, I can see it's going down into the soffit vent. So I need to explore that a little longer. We do have soffit battles, and the roof decking is OSB, and we do have roof clips, so it's spaced properly. We have passive exhausts, and right up there, it's called palm bracing. Zoom in on that, maybe the aperture won't die on me too bad. Oh dear. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Anyway. It's called palm bracing, that little hand wedge right up there. Code's pretty silent on that. As long as it's transferring the load, it's considered acceptable in most places. Some people are more concerned about it than others. It doesn't really protect you from uplift, but again, I really can't find a code to hang on that because the load path is properly supported. What else can this old man find? Alright, let me go over there and peek a little bit.